Hey you guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Sims for high school years. We're picking up exactly where we left off. Wait, do you see that? Oh my goodness, there is so much going on. Okay, we just gotta jump straight into it. Oh my goodness, one of my neighbor's security alarms is going off. It's all happening. Okay, let's address all the elephants in the room. Number one, Sadie is giving birth. She has gone into labor promptly after going to bed angry at her husband for, currently she's mad at him because he is spending so much time out of the house. She asks him to fix the toilet and he is going for a jog. She asks him to spend Sunday with her and the girls because the daughters are having major life teenager problems and he is off in the office on a Sunday. What's that about? She chews him out and he has a go at her saying that he's the breadwinner, he's keeping this family together, he's earning the big bucks. What's she doing? And she obviously did not take kindly to that because she's growing a whole ass human and working. Over here, King is probably chewing out her daughter's potential future husband. Not actually. He is probably giving Jeb the, what's it called? The hot treatment. I don't know. He's giving Jeb a hard time because he's a teenage boy. You know, he knows what it's like to be a teenage boy. In fact, King knows what it's like to be a shitty adult male human. And I feel like a lot of the times when people are doing crummy things that they're keeping a secret or that they don't want the general public to know about, they'll often project those negative attributes upon other people. So if you don't know, King right now is having an affair with the beautiful girl next door, Shirley, and he recently kissed her. But she has expressed that she's interested in dating multiple people and he is trying to distract himself from the issues within his family by going off and chasing after the new pretty thing on the block. And he's definitely projecting those thoughts of men being all about woohoo onto this individual, this paper-headed, bagged thing. Celeste is feeling quite insecure about her body hair and about her acne because she thinks that her boyfriend Jeb, as pictured, where is he? Oh wow, I'm really close to him. She thinks that Jeb cares about those things because she caught him in the photo booth with Sophia, who has beautiful clear skin and no body hair and won, what was it, prom royalty or prom jester, and she was very insecure about that because she's a jealous sim and she's insecure about him cheating on her. And so she was wanting them to get married and be together forever, but Jeb won't agree to that. And she takes that as a sign of something to be insecure about, her physical appearance. She's trying to control the physical to see if that will change Jeb's emotional relation to her. I think that girls just mature a lot faster than boys, and so girls, even as teenagers in high school, are thinking about marriage and babies and having a house together, and all Jeb is thinking about is woohoo, let's be real. And he won't even take his paper bag hat off because he doesn't want to be seen in public with her. And she's thinking maybe that's because he was cheating and doesn't want to be caught. So she's invited him to stay the night, and I think this might be the perfect opportunity for them to take the next step in their relationship, to mess around. And I think she's hoping that if they mess around, maybe he will change his mind about their relationship. And now what on earth is going on in this backyard? We have Heaven over here, who in the last part I said she was dealing with a lot of grief, a lot of internal conflict around her crush on Cassandra. I don't think she's told her friends and her family that she's into women, but she is, and she really has a big, massive crush on Cassandra. She tried to cuddle Cassandra after prom at the after party on the pier, and Cassandra wasn't having a bar of it. Heaven was really upset about that. She confronted, her dad about this. She was staying out after curfew and being rebellious, and she told her dad that she just feels like she wants to be alone, that nobody understands her. She doesn't want to, do anything with her family because she just wants to be alone to process those emotions. And she said to him, hey, maybe if we spent some personal time together or did something fun together, maybe it would help. But then the next day, King spent the early hours of the morning going on a hike with his love affair. Heaven has been really enraged about that, having major mood swings and attitude about the whole scenario. But she took a jog last night to clear her mind and was feeling much better. And she came to the conclusion that she should just focus on her cheerleading and focus on those things in her life to improve herself and let Cassandra take the time she needs to come to terms with however which way she feels about Heaven. Which, I mean, we don't really know what that's going to lead to. We tried asking her, you know, are you also interested in women? And Cassandra wasn't comfortable answering that question at that time. So now I'm a bit confused why we're seeing Cassandra running up to Heaven in her yard right now as she's practicing her cheerleading and focusing on herself. Cassandra just rocks up. What's that about? Okay, with that recap over, I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle this. There's so many things going on. We've got the affair, we've got the birth, we've got the relationship situation, the insecurities, we've got the focusing on ourselves but having a crush on Cassandra Goth. And which way are we supposed to go about this? I don't know. Well, I think first she is going to come out here and be like, I'm in labor. I don't think she's going to apologize. I don't think she's going to talk about their marriage. I don't think she's going to tell him it's okay that he's being a bit awkward. I think she's just going to be like, I'm giving birth. Let's go ahead and complain about our problems. We're going to complain about our contractions and our labor pains and what? Cassandra Goth thinks Heaven Milligan is swell and wants to become best friends. What? But Heaven already has a best friend. Oh my goodness, this is a tricky spot as a teenager where you have that point where you have crushes and, you know, boyfriends and girlfriends, and you need to split your time between your bestie, your friend who's been there for you, and the person you're like romantically interested in or have a crush on. I don't feel like Heaven could pass up this opportunity to get closer to Cassandra. So, and maybe this is Cassandra's way of saying, hey, I am interested in you, but let's take things slow and just be besties first. Okay. Woo, they're best friends now. Oh my goodness, stop practicing. Stop. I think, they just became best friends. Oh my goodness, let's banter with her. Oh no, Heaven and Rashida have fallen out of touch and are no longer best friends. I bet this means like on their sim space or their simstagram, whatever it's called, she put Cassandra's name in her bio instead of Rashida's, and now she's upset. Oh my goodness, we're gonna banter with her. I think right now she just needs to focus on their friendship, focus on their relationship, and not worry about the whole crush thing as best as she can. It's got to be really hard for her though, right? Let's go ahead and talk about the cool parts of that party. And Heaven is definitely grounded right now because she stayed out past her curfew 2 nights in a row and got caught, whereas Celeste did not get caught. So I dare say she's not allowed to have friends over right now. I think she's going to go ahead and sneak Cassandra up into her room so they can hang out all night whilst her parents are at the hospital giving birth. All right, we are definitely in labor. King is probably freaking out right now because I think he was planning on catching up with a certain someone. So he's like, okay, you go ahead and pack up the hospital bag. He's like freaking out. And they're definitely having some trouble right now, feeling very hurt. And I think he's going to go ahead and quickly give Shirley a call and have to cancel on their date, which is like, really, right now your wife is giving birth and you're concerned about like FYIing your date. Before we finish up, let's go ahead and have Heaven take Cassandra into her room. Okay, let's go ahead and sneak on into her room together. Cassandra's opening up the window. Oh my goodness, Cassandra has braces. That's so cute. Okay, let's go ahead and break into our room. Okay, they need to go ahead and and head to the hospital. So we should definitely go ahead and do that. But yeah, first things first, she's snuck Cassandra up into her room. Hey Cassandra, she's like checking out her mirror. She's like, wow, this is so cool. Let's go ahead and have a pillow fight together. And I think Celeste is going to do the same and be like, okay, Jeb's going to go home now. Don't you worry. But secretly, we'll go ahead and give him a key so he can let himself in any time. And whilst they have head on off to the hospital, we're going to go ahead and join them at the hospital. They're going to sneak upstairs. Okay, we're over here at the hospital. Let's go ahead and check on in at the front desk. King is definitely freaking out at this point. He's like, oh my god, what have I done? Go ahead and send a text to Shirley. Just be like, hey, sorry, something's come up. I'll explain later, but for right now, I just cannot make our date. I'm so sorry. All right, we're heading on in to the hospital to give birth. King's gonna come on in, and I wonder what are they gonna have? A girl, a boy, more twins? Maybe twins might run in the family. Okay, let's go ahead and see what say. It's a boy. Okay, I was really hoping it would be a boy because I'm gonna go ahead and call him not Price. That is a nice name. We're gonna go ahead and call him Prince because we've got King and now we've got Prince. Oh my goodness. And I think that with the birth of this baby boy, King, it's probably in a really tough spot. I mean, he already was having an affair on his pregnant wife, but now having a son, I feel like a newborn baby in the house, it's that sense of like excitement and whatnot with a new child. I feel like he's gonna put things on pause for a little bit with his mistress, Shirley, especially because it seems like Shirley's dating around other men. So I feel like for just a while, he's going to keep things tempered and focus on things just a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't think he can stick to being a good family guy forever. Okay, while Sadie, King, and Prince are at the hospital, it seems like Heaven and Cassandra are getting along just fine as newfound besties. Not 100% sure what that's about still, what Cassandra's motives are there. Just yesterday, she was like so embarrassed and wouldn't answer our questions when we asked, you know, who she's interested in. But today, she's over here having a pillow fight with us. And then over here, it seems like Jeb is breaking on in to her room, to Celeste's room through the window. And whilst Celeste is home alone without her parents, while her parents are at the hospital, it seems like she's going ahead and messing around with Jeb. And it looks like King has come home to grab a couple things to bring back to the hospital for Sadie and the baby Prince. But I bet he has a lot of tough thinking to do tonight. It's like 1:49, like 2 a.m. So these girls should well and truly be asleep. King's just going to go and check up on them and make sure that they're all good and sleeping before he heads back to the hospital. Oh, Heaven's asleep. What a good girl. I guess she's finally taking the grounding and the curfew seriously. And then over here, King walks in and sees Celeste and Jeb sharing a bed together. This would definitely be something King would not be cool with. He's like, what the heck? We leave for one night and this happens. And yep, Jeb certainly got the message. He woke up in such a fright, sat straight up in bed, and it's like, oh my god, King. Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to have a word with him. He doesn't even really know him yet. It's like, what the heck is going on? Celeste, wake up right now. You are in big trouble. Arguing about the house rules. He is like, I don't know what the heck you two are up to in here, but you know, you're not allowed to have boys upstairs in your bedroom. It's after curfew. You're not allowed to have any friends at all. you should not have your boyfriend up here, especially it's 3 a.m. And now that he has said all of this, Jeb has, rightfully so, I think, left. I think that's the right call on his behalf, but Celeste is now very upset about this. I don't think her dad understands why she feels insecure about her relationship and why she felt that having him stay the night and whatnot was a good idea. But he is definitely very mad, very upset. He has to go back to the hospital now and support Sadie, but I think that's probably the last thing he feels like doing right about now. After this argument with Celeste, of all people, he thought Heaven was the one he had to worry about because she was breaking curfew and, you know, in all these moods and whatnot. But Heaven was peacefully in bed. Meanwhile, Celeste was up here with her boyfriend. She needs to go to sleep right away, and King is going to head back on out. It's definitely time for Celeste to go back to sleep. King is going to have to talk with her more about this later on. Right now, I don't think he could really expect to burden Sadie with this news right now, but he has got to go drop off this stuff to the hospital eventually and have some kind of excuse for why he's late, so I guess he'll have to tell her. But I wonder if after all that, if he can really be bothered going straight to the hospital, or if he'll be making a pit stop at Shirley's house after all. Until next time, I hope you all have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.